Welcome back to my channel, the best place to learn about real estate investment in a really fun and cool and unique way. Today's video is going to be a guide on how to identify real estate investments up for redevelopment. Or as I say, how do you become an on-block ninja? Stick around to find out more. Yeah! The first question an en-bloc ninja needs to ask is, what is the investment horizon you're going to be looking at? Or how long will you be staying in a particular piece of real estate? In Singapore's case, I would recommend a period of about 3 years because you won't be avoiding a particular tax, which is called the seller's stamp duty. The longer you stay in this particular piece of real estate, the more tax you have to pay. But give yourself a bit of a buffer because you might not know exactly when a non-block might happen. An additional 1 to 2 years will definitely help. You don't want to be caught in a situation where you will have your pants down and you will have to pay an additional taxes, and that's just going to eat up all your gains. In these 3 to 4 years, you can either rent it out or stay in it just to wait out the redevelopment process. And also, just a little bit of a sidebar, I think that en-bloc ninjas are actually very suitable for young investors. Why? A, an en-bloc tends to be an old site, so it tends to be cheaper as well. B, if it's cheaper, you know that your price to rent ratio is much higher. So of course, it's much better for younger investors with cash flow as well as capital investment to begin with. Now that you know the rough investment horizon you need, let's find out how to spot these sites. To spot, a ninja must think like his opponent, the developer in this case. Why would they make certain decisions? Once we know, we can predict. Here are 3 reasons why a developer might pick an en-bloc site. The first step is to always look at the macro. Look at neighborhoods that you foresee experiencing a sharp increase in land value. Developers will be scrambling down because they want to own a piece of land near these particular sites, train station or your cornerstone development, because they know that's where the profit sits. Now that you've identified the neighborhood, let's try and specify which particular piece of land you want to be looking at. Look for freehold sites. Developers love freehold sites because unlike leasehold sites, developers don't have to pay a lease top-up on these particular sites. On top of that, they can add the land into a supply that they actually own. So I'm not just like pulling this out of my ass, it's actually shown in statistics. Freehold sites are so favored that in 2018 alone, 80% of private land acquired by developers for en-bloc were actually freehold sites. So, next thing is to look for unoptimized land. This can be checked by looking at the plot ratio of the particular real estate site. In short, higher plot ratio means that you can build higher as a developer, which means that they can produce more units for sale, and of course, that means cha-ching, more dollar eyes for them. If you want to know how to identify a plot ratio, check out this video here where I tell you the essential details you need to understand the master plan, one of which of course is how to find out plot ratio of a particular site. Lastly, pick smaller sites. If your development is on a very large piece of land, it's going to be super expensive for developers, and that is sort of like unnecessary risk for them. Okay, seems like you're good to go. No, not yet. To be an en-bloc ninja, there's still one very important skill you need, and that is being patient. A piece of real estate might tick all the boxes for an en-bloc site. It's perfect for redevelopment, but if there's ample supply of land in the market, developers do not need to look at these old sites to sort of fund their business. They can look at green sites, government release sites, and all these helps to mitigate the chances of you going for en-bloc. Just so you know, en-bloc investing can be quite speculative because there's a lot of things that you cannot control. So a word of warning if you want to do this is to make sure that the en-bloc potential is sort of a cherry on top. Your particular piece of real estate already has strong fundamentals to begin with, which means like, you already like staying there, you don't mind staying there, you feel like the cash flow is okay to begin with. Congrats on becoming an en-bloc ninja. That's the end of the video. If you made it this far, you're the 1% that actually did so. If you want to see more awesome videos on real estate, drop a like and subscribe, or maybe a comment or two telling me what you want to see in the future. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.